Hey guys, how are you? Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Trish DeNoto. I'm coming from the great state of Ohio, where it's about 19 degrees out. So I'm clothed today in my winter gear of black on shiny black and flat black. I'm bringing you today Lanza education. But first, I want to share with you a little bit why I brought Lanza into my life. And it was a wonderful a dating, courting, if you will. When I was at a transition in my career, I was about 20 years into my career. I really was looking for a professional brand that represented what my integrity was with not only my clientele, but my service and my training skills. And being an educator in the industry, I had a lot of opportunity to scope out some of the brands. And one that brought to light for me was Lanza. And Lanza had this mission about big and believing, inspiring, and growing. But not just our industry leaders, but our artists and also our salon owners, all the way down to our guests. And I really was like, wow, this is speaking my language. And, then you kind of go a little bit further into the company, and I really felt compelled to try their product because they were sustainable. And at the time, I was also a sustainable salon. They had organically derived ingredients. They had beautiful results from utilizing their products. And they had a full SKU line, which was very important to me to have one brand to represent. So in Lanza, I not only have a color line, I have a decolorizing line, and they also have, a retail line, which is super important to me as an artist. So as I started looking into the science of it, I had a very dear friend of mine, Mary, that I've known over the years, that at the time and still is representing Lanza. And I said, Mary, we got to have lunch. I got to talk about this product. And first thing I said, can you send me a 6N? Can you send me a 7R? I just need to see my reds and I need to see my browns because I have a lot of clients in between. But to me, if a company is going to represent integrity with color showcase, I want my meat and potatoes and my great coverage, and then I want to see some vibrancy. And she did, and we met for lunch, and then, that began our romance. So thank you, Mary, for bringing Lanza into my life. But for me, watching the integrity unroll and then day after day and year after year of using Lanza has just been such a blessing for me. Lanza, on a side note, is really derived from artists. So in the technology and the science behind it, it's really speaking our language. It's knowing how to follow the rules and knowing how to be able to break the rules effectively and have predictable results. Also, the sustainability of the hair and the environment. So for me, Lanza set aside the opportunity for me to be able to grow with my clients and, our environmental concerns, which is super important these days, and to me and my clientele. So on top of that, we get to deliver superior hair results. So for me, opening up that door to Lanza and bringing that into my life really has changed it for the better. Having the opportunity to share in Lanza love and knowledge with you is such an honor. The training is superb. I have never been able to be with a company for so long that has just had integrity with support. We have an 800 line where I actually get a real person. Glenda or Melissa actually pick up the phone when I call. They have, scientists on tap that we can talk to when we have questions. They listen to us. Our CFO of the company listens to our concerns and they say, hey, we're taking a product away. And we're like, no, we need our NVs back. And they bring them back for us. So I feel very supported by our brand. So today, with all of that love around us, I want to share that with you. I have a beautiful guest, Lisa, that's going to be joining us in a minute. And we're going to actually go through a color correction today. So we're going to take her from her beautiful level 5 brown and transition her into spicy ginger. By the end of our program today, I'm going to show you a little bit about some hair cutting techniques that I think you'll really dig. A little back pocket information of how to present products to your clients and then also put a little extra money in your pocket, which I think is super important. So how many of you are here with me today to gain some knowledge? Yeah, I love that. How many of you want to make some extra cash by some of the tips and tricks that we're going to learn today? I think you're speaking our language. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to bring Lisa up. We're going to do a little bit of a consultation and we're going to get right into our program. So Lisa, if you could join us today, that would be lovely. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for coming today. Okay, so Lisa, you can tell, has beautiful curly textured hair. It's really nice and long. And Lisa, how much do you love the length of your hair?
I'm actually trying to grow it out, so yeah, I definitely want to keep some length on
I
there.
love it. And I really want to show you guys this picture. I know our cell phones are always put away when we're, working, but I think they're a great tool to do a consultation. So in prefacing Lisa's appointment today and our time together, Lisa shared this picture with me. This is Lisa's picture. What she loved most about this picture was the vibrancy of the color. And then after digressing the picture a little bit more, we realized that the picture had a lot of dimension to it. So in creating that, knowing Lisa's history, which is about 6 months of new growth, and then we have some old color, which she was able to share with me the brand. Her stylist was awesome, shared the brand with her and the type of product she was using. So now I know how to go after, this color correction. And what we're gonna do today is gonna be just a simple 4 steps. First, we're gonna do what we call our beauty bath. Our beauty bath is just a gentle way to remove color without overexposing the natural underlying pigment. How awesome does that sound, right? We don't want to do that to your hair. We love your texture. And I don't need to get it super bright because when I looked at the picture, having an underlying pigment of orange is really going to support the vibrancy of that color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix together just a gentle formula, and it's going to be our powder decolorizer along with equal parts of our cleansing shampoo, and I'm going to use 10 volume cream developer. So what those products look like are right here. We have our powder decolorizer, and it comes in a beautiful large tub. I do have our color cleansing shampoo. The color cleansing shampoo is really great and helpful when you're trying to remove color because it has a little bit of an elevated pH, and that's going to help us open up that cuticle and release some of those artificial dye colors that were put in by her previous color artist. And then I'm going to go ahead and use our 10 volume cream developer. This is just a gentle way to help oxidate and bring to life our decolorizer and help gently exfoliate the hair. So what you're going to want to do is prior to addressing the hair, you want to make sure, one, it's clean and in great integrity. We want to make sure, and which she did, so Lisa prepared so greatly for us. That was awesome. Thank you for preparing your hair for me. And then I want to make sure that I'm dressed appropriately too. I have this amazing Lanza apron. It's our new workhorse, and I love it. It has like a nice canvas feel to it, but it's going to protect all of my beautiful shiny, flat black, shiny black, leather, pleather, and cotton clothing because I want to keep that sharp looking all the time. You always want to make sure that you wear your gloves because, anytime you're working with a chemical product, we want to make sure that we are keeping a clean, neat space for our clientele, but also for us. I really enjoy the simplicity of our products, but the exterior, oh my gosh, my tongue's just tied up here. The integrity of our product on the hair is just really awesome and conditioning. What I have for us today is I pre-mixed for us, and what I love about Lanza is that we calibrate everything in grams. So right here I do have our scale. I pre-mix for us just to stay a little bit on time, and I love using our whisk. Our whisk is an amazing product that helps, mix together our ingredients. And I've already mixed together just equal parts of our powder decolorizer along with our color cleansing shampoo and equal parts of our 10 volume developer. Now you can apply this on damp hair or dry hair. And for the sake of our time today, I'm just going to go ahead and place it on her her dry hair. I'm sorry. I know, right? Welcome to our morning. Tongue twisters and color. I love it. Okay. So the best way to apply this color is going to start in the mid-length region. Like I said, we are going to create a shadow root for her. So I do not need to lift 2 inches out from her new growth or her scalp area. But we did say that she had about 6 months of regrowth. So on here, we're going to make sure that, we're going to fully saturate the hair from her 2 inches out all the way down to the edges. And I'm going to show you a couple different techniques on how to get that through to the hair. One of the things that I want to showcase while I'm applying it to the hair is our Lanza color board. Our Lonza color board is really easy to use. It has a nice handle, but it allows me to go ahead and saturate the hair on the color board so that I'm not creating a mess everywhere else. I'm going to go ahead and cover your arms for you. Great, thanks so much. Now the first thing you want to do is always quadrant out the hair. The reason being is that we want to make sure that obviously we keep a nice clean space. Now our powder decolorizer is one of our easiest decolorizers to utilize. It's very versatile. It can be used to remove color as we're doing today, and you can lift all the way up with 40 volume developer. You're always going to use a 2-to-1 ratio when using it in standard form, and then again like today you can use it as a beauty bath. So I'm going to start at the bottom and just show you just a couple sections of how to utilize this decolorizer as a beauty bath. So I've taken a nice section here. I'm going to take my board and I'm just going to saturate the hair all the way up to about 2 inches from the new growth. That's about where I can see where her color is at from her previous artist. What I love about our decolorizer is that it also carries our keratin protein system for healing and security in our safetiness of our hair. And keratin protein is found in the hair as an opportunity to provide strength and stability. Another way that we can use this is just freehand, and I can go ahead and work it through with my gloved hand. And I'm going to work it all the way through the ends. And as you notice, I'm not piling it up on the hair. I just want to make sure that her hair is fully saturated to get the maximum lift and shift out of that previously colored treated hair. All right, so you've seen 3 nice sections of decolorizing about 2 inches from the scalp. And I'm going to go ahead and let this process for about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and watch it. What I'm going to do is give you all a minute, and I'm going to proceed with the rest of the hair. I'm back. I just want to say thank you so much for being so patient for us. So just kind of recap where we are at with Lisa's hair. We did our beauty bath. We were able to remove a lot of her artificial hair color. I'm going to bring my ring light on so that you can see this here. If you just lean your head towards me a little bit, perfect. And so you can see we have a nice blue-orange hair color for her. It's a little bit of orange, a little bit of brown, and some blonde in there. And then again, I left it about 2.5 inches away from her new growth so that she could maintain that shadow root. So what we're going to do now is we're going to apply our healing hair color. And our healing hair color technology is really amazing. It has a 3-in-1 technology which allows for us to have a minimal inventory. And what that means for us as artists is that we can have about under 100 boxes of Lonza healing hair color, and we can use 1 box or 1 tube of hair color for 3 different purposes. We can do a dummy deposit on the hair, we can do a semi-permanent deposit on the hair, and then we can also do a permanent hair deposit with superior gray coverage. I absolutely love that technology because it gives me a lot of fluidity as an artist to be creative and precise by utilizing a minimal amount of boxes that give me a very predictable result. And so, as I explained earlier, what we're going to do for Lisa today is create a very rooted and saturated copper brown hair color with some vibrancy. And the choice that I chose today to use with her would be our 5RRC, which is our red copper at a level 5, because she's a natural level 5. And then when I want her natural base to come in, I want it to help support her trend color that we're going to do with the coppering. And I'm mixing that with half the amount in our 7C, which is a copper, and some of our gold mix, which it adds enhancement to our tone. I'm going to create her shadow root with one of our newest colors in the market. It's our 4G. It is a beautifully rooted brown that has some warmth to it, but it's very balanced. So I'm excited to apply that for you. And the way that we apply our keratin healing hair color is that we're going to take her into 4 parts. So I have her section, if you can lean your head down. I just have 4 parts. I'm just going to go ahead and do a standard root touch, and I'm going to drag our oxidative color out about 2 inches. And it's a simple process. I love that our color can be applied on the scalp without staining. And it's amazing for shiftability should she change her mind later. How's the smell for you, Lisa?
It's not overpowering at all. I honestly barely smell it.
Yeah, it's really great. I love that we have wildcrafted ingredients inside of our color. It helps sustain the hair and promote kind of like tilling the soil. So adding nutrients to the scalp to promote hair growth. And you will notice that your color clients, after a few appointments, that their hair may be growing in thicker and fuller and have a little bit more sustainability of coming in sooner. It's so great. I love that my clients can have healthy, shiny hair and accept the colors that they want. Your hair is feeling really awesome. It looks super shiny, Lisa. I'm so excited that we're going to be moving into this new trend with you. And so as we go ahead and do her retouch, what I would like to show you is we're just going to go ahead and follow through with our second formulation. Just in this top left quadrant here. So after I've applied all of her retouch color, I'm going to go ahead and utilize my 5RRC formula. And I use that with 30 volume. And you ask, why do I use 30 volume on my mid-lengths and ends? Because in our tubes of color, we host the deposit of color. And anytime there's a number, you have a level. But what is created in our developer is vibrancy. So if I up my vibrancy and my reds and my coppers, I'm going to get more showcase for you, or fragmentation. So think of a diamond, if you will. If you take a diamond and it's whole, it's just kind of a rock. But if you were to smash it up and give it its different facets, you're going to have more reflection. So with our higher developer, we're going to create more reflection and give her a little bit more vibrancy. How awesome does that sound? All right. So I have this top left quadrant done, and I'm just going to show you just in 3 steps how we work through our mid-lengths and ends. So now that I have our retouch done, I'm going to go ahead and work through and just create our formula, just backing it right into it, kind of color melting, if you will, and then working this color all the way through the mid-lengths and ends. So this is color B. So right now I'm just working with 2 colors to help saturate Lisa's hair. Her hair is going to be super conditioned. Our color formulation is saturated with our keratin healing system, which adds a lot of moisture to the hair. We have the ability to add strength with our amino acids and then have a low ammonia content so that we are not overproducing any kind of issues in our cuticle at all. Matter of fact, it's going to be more of a healing concept on the hair with vibrancy to that cuticle rather than damage, which is so exciting for me and my clients because that means I get to work on their hair a little bit longer and provide them a lot more offering of choices when they want to change their mind next month. Super excited about that. So as you can see, I did a retouch and then I just did 3 sections here to show you just application. I'm just using a hashtag approach. What that does is it gently rolls the hair so that I get both sides of the hair applied. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and continue throughout the hair, and then I'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back, and I'm working through with Lisa now. We went ahead and deposited her level 4G on her base, and then saturated her ends with a combination of 5RRC, 7C, and G mix with our oxidative healing hair color. And like I said before, we were going to go ahead and glaze her with our new Liquids Demi Glaze. It's an ammonia-free product. It's super amazing when it has its rich antioxidants. It's made with our Lumiplex C proprietary blend of vitamin C and antioxidants to deliver rich shine and moisture to the hair with an ammonia-free formula. And I'll repeat that one more time because it's ammonia-free, which means when I go ahead and apply it from scalp to ends, it's not going to lift any kind of color that I've put on her hair already, and it's not going to disturb the natural underlying pigment of any kind of natural hair color should you use it as a glaze on one of your clients. What I love about it is a quick, easy application. You can do it in brush and bowl, or you can go ahead and use it on one of our dispenser bottles and just squeeze it onto the hair. I love that it's a gel-like consistency. It will process up to 20 minutes, and it will last for about 24 washes. What I love about it is that I'm using our formulation of 6 06cc, which is a level 6 copper. And what that's going to do is deliver our copper tone to the hair at the quantity of a level 6. So it's going to have a lot of saturation of copper, but not a lot of browning to it. So it's going to give me a high reflective shine to Lisa's hair. And with all of her curls, I love the fact that the Lumiplex C formulation and our Flower Shield Complex formulation will aid in her curls with the moisture retention of its spring and reflectiveness, because we all know that when you want to have vibrancy and color, you've got to bring that cuticle to a solid surface. I'm so excited to share this with you. So that is an easy application. 4 sections on the right side of the hair. I'm going to use a wide tooth comb and just comb it through, and then I'm going to let her sit here for a minute. All right, guys, so a little bit more about Lanza. While we're waiting for Lisa's hair color to develop, you know, one of the things that I really want to share is the simplicity in our formulations, but the complexity in having a luxury line in your studio or salon. We have a petite group of products that are ranged from our decolorizers. We have 4 decolorizers in our line. So there's really no way that you can say no to Lanza, because we have something for everybody's use. We have a clay decolorizer. We have a powder decolorizer. We have a cream decolorizer for some of your clients that may have a little sensitivity or really fine hair. And all of those lift to like a level 7 levels of lift, which are slow and gradual. I would love to do a color class with you regarding our blonding agents, because we do have a new addition to the family, and that's our Brilliant Blonde blonding decolorizer. And what that does is it lifts up to 9 levels of lift. So when you have that -3 black hair and you want to get to maybe a caramel color, we have a product for you for that. So just a recap of today so far, we have taken Lisa through a color change. She has been a wonderful, joyous client today, and super vibrant, and now her hair is going to match her personality. And we started off with a level 5 natural brown with some old color on her ends, and we did a beauty bath with that using our decolorizer and our powder decolorizer, 10 volume cream developer, and our color cleansing shampoo. Then we went ahead and after that process, I just shampooed her with Color Care, our color preserving color shampoo. And what that did was just cleanse the hair for me and leave a great palette. We have a couple of extra products in our arsenal that help us support our color attachment. And one is going to be our color attaching agents. It's step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is going to be like a receptor, and it's going to invite everyone to the party. It's going to be like, hey, color molecules, hey, carrots and protein, you know, let's come to the party, invite all of our friends. And so our receptor is actually going to provide the porosity and difference to be similar on the hair strand so that the color evenly deposits. And it's like our base coat. Our second friend to our color attachment system after we've applied the color is our step 2, and you'll see me use that a little bit later after I've rinsed her liquid demi-gloss off. And step 2 is going to be kind of the closer to the party. We want that color to retain and stay, and we want as little as possible fadage as we can get for our vibrancy and longevity. So with our keratin healing system and our Flower Shield Complex technology, not only is it in the tube, but it's in our products that we have as well. So our shampoos, our conditioners, our treatments, our, you know, color attach system. And what that does is when you layer products that are similar in content and chemical compounds together, they connect to each other. The science behind that is chemicals of the same property are always connected to each other. They're always driven to stay together. So just like a fine perfume and lotion, our hair color is the same way. We're going to prime the hair. We're going to prep the hair. We're going to wash our hair using all that same technology. So you're just building sustainability on top of that, and also anti-fade technology. So I am so excited to be representing this brand with you today. We just have a few more minutes with Lisa's hair, so I'm going to let you go for a minute. We're going to take like a 1 minute, one function break. And when we come back, you're going to see Lisa's color on her hair, and we're going to demonstrate a little bit of face framing haircut for you, and then our finishing style. So we'll be right back. Take a 1 function break, and we'll see you. Hey guys, it's Trish. Thank you so much. I know that was an awesome one function break that we had, and we got a lot done, as usual hairdressers do. You get a minute to breathe in between clients, and literally you can shop for Christmas and the holiday. You can go to the bathroom, eat your lunch, drink your coffee, and come back to your client and feel all refreshed. So that's kind of what we did in our one function break. You know, it's always really inviting as an artist to have the opportunity to serve. And in serving, we get to plant a lot of seeds. And a lot of seeds are, you know, educating your clients on what you're doing, bringing them to the next level, and, you know, just making connections. So again, I'm appreciating your time today. So to kind of catch you up on my one function break, we went ahead and we rinsed Lisa. I washed her with our color preserving shampoo and conditioner. I closed down her cuticle and sealed in our party of color with our step 2 attach system. And then I prefaced her hair with our healing oil, which I love our keratin healing oil. It's so amazing. It's lightweight. It has a nanotechnology, which means it doesn't stay at top of the hair. It absorbs into the hair. I love the moisture effect and the anti-humectant it gives to the hair, because if you remember when we started with Lisa's hair, she had a lot of curly, fun hair, and now we've kind of got it nice and smoothed out. And then I went ahead and utilized our keratin healing oil smooth down spray. And again, it's going to give no hold power, but it's going to bring down the cuticle, shut it down real nice and tight, give a beautiful reflective surface, and then allow me to have that color just rain and shine and reflect and all the facets of our color that we applied. So the blow dry, I just want to show you a quick cutting technique that really helps when you're kind of face framing. And remember, Lisa has curly hair, so she likes to wear her hair straight, also likes to wear her hair curly. So I've always said, if I can take a curly girl's hair, straighten it out, and make it beautiful when I cut it straight, then when she brings it up to curl, it's going to fall right into place. I just need to remember points of her head where that curl is going to reside. So Lisa has chosen to have, you know, just a swoop bang. It's a super easy technique that you can do on any length of hair. And just using the points of contingency on her face, I'm going to look at the bridge of her nose. I'm going to look at her cheekbones, and I'm going to look at those amazing eyes, because I know when you get the close-up of Lisa, you're going to see that this color just wowed her eyes to the nth degree. I'm so excited. A simple technique that I like to use with the fringe is just to make sure that, you know, I'm keeping the area of her scalp, if you can lean down, just the roundness of her scalp. I would like to make sure that she's able to have like a nice full fringe, but not too much of fringe. Have you ever seen those half bangs? Well, we're not giving her half bangs today. We're just going to give her a partial fringe with a slide bang to the right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and lean up. So what I want to do is have this color, this fringe lean to the left side of her face here. And instead of just cutting it here and having this shorter side, I want it to be able to blend into her hairstyle. So I'm just going to go ahead, bring her hairstyle all the way across her face, and pardon me, but I'm going to put myself ergonomically to her. Thanks, Lisa. And if you could just go ahead and stare your forehead in that mirror, that would be great. Right straight ahead. Okay, so I'm going to bring her hair straight across, and I'm going to keep my body parallel to her and parallel with my hand, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut straight across her forehead with her fringe. Wow, this looks gorgeous. And when I swing it back over, look at that. Now you can see those gorgeous eyes. It's seamless. She has a little bit of a float. And remember that when her hair is curly, it's going to go ahead and spring up just a little bit. But right now, she can swing it over to the side. I love that. Can you see me now? Yeah. The last thing I'm going to do is level out her hair by just doing a slide cut. And the easiest way to do this on the right side, since I'm right-handed, is I'm just going to bring my wrists together and I'm just going to slide down. As I'm sliding down, I'm just going to close my shear as I go down. And we'll get a nice angle to the front. Slide down. All the way down. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. Now Lisa's haircut was performed that way all around her head with a slide cut, and I just did a perimeter trim because we wanted to maintain the bounce in her curls. Last one I'm going to show you with her hair is just a little bit of a styling technique. One of the products that I absolutely enjoy is our keratin oil, keratin healing oil. This is our brush through spray. It is so amazing in the sense that it's lightweight, again, nanotechnology. It's built in with the keratin healing oil system, which means it's going to be anti-humectant and give great flexibility. It's not the final spray that I do, but it's definitely going to be my working spray. And I'm going to preface the hair with it. I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and then I'm just going to use my Marcel, and I'm just do a couple barrel curls. This is super easy technique that you can teach your clients, and I'm a firm believer if you teach your clients, they will come back for more. I have clients that have been with me for years that don't necessarily change up their color, and I asked her, I said, you know, why do you keep coming back? You've been with me for like 15 years, and she's like, Trish, every time you come, I come in, you teach me something new to do with my hair, and I know I don't change my hair color very often, and I only come once a quarter, but I always feel like I have a new style when I leave because you teach me something new. So let me tell you, your retention with your guests is not only the capability of what you do, but what you say. So I appreciate that in everything. Lisa, how's your day been today?
My day's been great so far.
Yeah, are you excited to showcase your new hair color?
I am, yeah.
I know, we're trying to get Lisa all acclimated. We're like, where are you going for lunch today? We're going to meet a cute waiter, I think. That's our goal, right? All right, last curl of the afternoon. I'm so excited to have shared with you not only some technology behind Lonza, why I absolutely love and adore Lonza, but the fact that we not only have a color line that's super supportive to the healing aspects of hair, but the opportunity to have retention in sales when we can bring home and let our clients take home amazing products. All right, Lisa, I'm going to spin you around here and show our guests everything that we did on your hair. There we go. If you could, please lean your head back just a little bit. Again, brush through spray after my set. I'm just going to go ahead and take my wide tooth comb. I'm going to comb through and just show you that brilliant shine, just to give her some wave. I'm going to finish up with my brush through spray. And last but not least, one more product that I absolutely love is our color illuminator. And if you don't know what this is, it's kind of like the window into the color world. You know, I'm just going to show you. We're going to do some for me and some for all of you. We can't get enough of this. Lisa, I'm going to go ahead and take your cape from you because you don't need your super cape anymore. You have a super crown. Okay? I'm going to turn you around. Look at this beautiful shine. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you look stunning. Okay, on behalf of Lonza, I'm Trish DeNoto. Thank you so much for spending your day off with me. I have one more question for you. After today, do you think there's something that you've actually taken away that's so amazing that you can share with somebody else? I see your heads nodding. I bet you did. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to find 3 clients in the next 10 days. Put them into your books. I need you to have somebody that you want to try that beauty bath on. They're going to shift their color a little bit. I want you to find somebody that you want to do a liquid stimming gloss on. Whether you want to create vibrancy like Lisa's hair or you want to add just some shine to somebody that has been coming and being your client for a while. And I want you to reach out to one new client that wants to try Lonza out. I want you to tell them why you love it so much. Because I'm telling you, like, I love Lonza so much. I share it. I breathe it. I walk the walk and talk the talk. And Lisa now too. I think she's a Lonza love. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your day with me. I will follow up with you in a few months and see how we want to go with that blonding class and maybe even a cutting class. Have a fabulous week and thank you so much.